All right, folks, we're going old school on this one. I don't have my headset and stuff, but the new phone should work just fine. So, Grandma, her battery wasn't charging. She needed a new one, and didn't want to spend any money or whatever. So she said, "Merry Christmas. Here's one." And then I upgraded, but it's been a few years since I had one. I've had this thing since 2021, but there's an article in Zero Hedge came out where this guy said his name's Zelensky. He was, I think, the defense minister, and now he's like some ambassador to Britain. But he basically said we are already in the Third World War. So, okay. And his case for saying so was basically that they already have international groupings of people that are coming in and fighting. You've got North Korea helping Russia in Kursk and beyond. You've got the ATACMS in America helping with the geospatial and the intelligence to run those. You've got NATO giving, guidance on all kinds of stuff. You've got China giving support, aid, and comfort to Russia. Iranian Shaheeds, the UAVs, the flying Dorito, as they affectionately used to call it, or the moped. Those have all been flying up in the air, and you basically have the first international conflict since the 1940s by, global standards. So I think people should pay heed to that. I do. So there's other concerning things that are going on. Yesterday when I was doing my crisis report, youtube.com/@crisis report, they said that NATO basically, the rhetoric was coming up and saying, you know what, we need to up the game. We need to allow them to use these missiles for long-range hits, but to do it in a preemptive style. France came out and said that they can use the Scalp. Britain has already said they can use the Storm Shadow. The ATACMS are obviously being used as well. And then, to add, wonderful developments to all of this, the French, I think he's the foreign minister, came out. His name is Barrot, B-A-R-R-O-T, like carrot with a B. Came out and basically said, we need to start considering sending troops to fight on the battlefield against Russia, to go to Ukraine. So I think, all that going on, I think people can really need to start to wrap their head around the possibility, or at least the truth, that the Third World War is already starting. Now, it's not in a real kinetic phase globally. It is in certain hot points. But when that does get rolling, what happens is you're going to start to see periphery problems. And we're already starting to see them, but we're going to start to see real periphery problems when the global production to create ammunition, materials, logistics gets going. Because in a war, you need all kinds of stuff. I was thinking the other day, when this whole thing broke out in Ukraine, people were up in arms because the Germans were considering sending things to help with uniforms. And here we are, and they sent the UAVs that they call the mini Taurus. 4,000 of them. These are pretty deadly machines. They said, oh, we're not going to send the Taurus missiles, but you can have the mini Taurus UAVs, and it just ups from there and there and there. And then, of course, you take into consideration German officials are looking at underground structures like parking garages and metro stations for bomb shelters. So, at what point do we all just say, you know what? Yeah, this is happening. You as a prepper should start to say, yes, this is happening. Because here's the good news. He who panics first panics best. And if you're already acting like it, when it happens, you're going to have everything together. You're not going to have any problems. It's not going to be a smooth ride. But what this thing devolves into, I don't know. Now, as we said many times on here, amateurs talk strategy, experts talk logistics. There's a whole lot of logistics that need to go on into this thing. But at some point, in the not so distant future, a real pop in the mouth is going to happen. Someone's going to lay back and put a haymaker on one of the other belligerents. And at that point, the veil will be dropped and everything will be moving at a speed that will, well, probably knock your socks off and more. So, take these Black Friday deals, folks, and go on and get some good stuff. Look around, see what you need. Poplar's got a great video of different things. His ice pool or whatever, the Coldplay thing he had, I'm considering getting because it holds 116 gallons. We've been talking about getting one of these things anyway for my daughters because they're into fitness and sports, because it's a athlete thing, and for me and my wife. But it holds 116 gallons of water with a valve. Pretty cool, inflatable. So, get your stuff together, okay? Because it's going hot, and I didn't even mention all the stuff going on in Iran and Israel. Supposedly had the ceasefire deal. Well, that thing is, nobody's even talking about it now. Yesterday morning this time, all the news play, oh, they're going to stop the ceasefire, oh, it's over, oh. Now one of the Iranian higher-ups came out and said, we're gonna drop the hammer on you, Israel. Netanyahu is getting threatened by Smotrich and anybody else with a, center to right-leaning political belief, saying that, we need to finish the job on Hezbollah. So, get ready. It's coming. All right, friends. Hit that like button, do the subscribe thing. Darken out the bell, get the notifications. Check out the links in the description. Check me out on Truth and Minds and Twitter X and Gab. And also consider going on over to Locals and Subscribestar. It is a few dollars a month, but I put out stuff that will blow your mind away. Okay? Thanks so much for your support. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Welcome to PrepperNow.
Please, Lord, help me get one more.